Hello and welcome to Lucy's Angel Messages. Today I come to talk about love. Why talk about love? Well, why not? No, but seriously, what we're all learning to do right now is to love. When I talk about love, I mean love ourselves. It is what is happening because our heart chakras, our higher heart chakras, our cosmic heart chakra. I've been guided to open my cosmic heart chakra. I've been guided to help others during my healing to do the same. What exactly is a cosmic heart? It's our 13th chakra that many of us are opening right now. Now we're doing the shadow work. I've been doing a lot of shadow work on myself. Anything we're clearing out, anything I should say, that is preventing us, blocking us from loving ourselves right now. And it is a very tricky time for many of us. I've had a lot of times recently when I felt so unlovable. But those experiences have been healing ones. I've been releasing and healing, as many of us are right now, which is why I'm talking to you about it today. Healing the shadow self. Because us light workers, the ones who are fully moving to the fifth dimension, to the higher states of consciousness, are doing the very challenging shifting for ourselves and mankind, because many of us are asleep still, as we know, to what's truly going on. Now, loving ourselves and learning to love others is the key right now. It's what we are here to learn. I can only talk by my own experiences, and in order to perhaps show how it might be working in your life as well. You know, despite having very opposing, opposite opinions to my loved ones in my life, some of them, I have learned to see and understand that their point of view and see my point of view very differently. And to understand, despite the fact that we have completely opposing opinions about what's going on right now, i.e. the lockdown, the COVID-19 in many respects, I understand the fears behind their opinions. And many people are frightened, of course, of death. And that is what I've seen in my own experiences. Other people are afraid that there's no hope. By what's going on around us, it seems hopeless. And those are the fears that I've seen and been shown. So in other words, if there's somebody in your life you are struggling to understand and get your head around how they can be, for example, wearing a mask, or abiding by something that you don't agree with, or whether they're thinking about vaccinations, whatever it is, that us light workers have a different view and opinion on, is all I'm going to say. Because I'm not going to go down the route. There is no right or wrong. And the thing is, I think a lot of us, myself included, are still in the ego at times. And I'm being shown, Lucy, you're not right and they're not wrong. What you need to understand and look at is to see what's behind the fear, to have compassion. And this is where the love comes in. When we love somebody unconditionally, that's how we can see that there is no right or wrong, when we learn to love from our cosmic heart, we can see things totally differently. And this is where we're moving into. We can see their perspective, we can see our perspective. And we can see that if we have a very strong opinion and they have a strong opposing opinion, we can get into a battle of duality. Now this is where the love comes in. When we call in our guides, our angels, our spirit team, light worker team, they will guide us to see a higher perspective from our higher self and to shift back into the heart, away from the ego. Now this November, things are very tricky as well. I'm finding myself that a lot of fears are sticking and really, really sticking. When I say sticking is, usually I can feel them. Oh, I feel my anger. Oh, I feel my sadness. And believe you me, I'm getting triggered a lot. But it's okay because I'm looking at them. I'm seeing it. I'm taking myself out of it objectively if I can. And then I'm thinking, what am I learning from this? And this is what I'm showing that we're guided to do. I'm learning to love this person. I'm learning to love myself, more importantly, because we can only love others if we truly self-love ourselves. And this is what this time is about right now. To shift what's going on right now. We are a mirror to what is going on right now. And to shift it, we need to be able to look at ourselves and see where we need to love ourselves more, to shift ourselves into the 5D. It's not about looking outwards. It's not about objectifying to the world, which many of us are, including myself, in and out of that. What's going on in the world? Oh no. You know, what's going on with the elections in America? A lot of us are light workers are getting involved in that. You know, and I myself am obviously on the Trump side because I feel and I see what he's doing in the world. You know, he is a very controversial man. Indeed. And a lot of, I'm not going to go into the media and stuff because, you know, that's a whole different ball game about what's going on there, you know. But all I'm going to say is that I see and I'm shown by the angels and God that he truly, like all of us, is teaching us to love ourselves. Why? Because look at him. He's got an ego. We've all got an ego, right? Of course, a personality. Now, when we talk about love, we talk about loving ourselves for our strengths and our weaknesses. It's not about being holier than thou, sweetness in life. You know, we love ourselves for when we do things that we don't like, when we're jealous of somebody. We can still love ourselves. That's what loving ourselves is all about. When we've got feelings and emotions that we don't like in ourselves, guilt, anger, hatreds. When we see that on ourselves and others, it's not about loving ourselves. Sorry, it's not about beating ourselves up and berating ourselves. It's about saying, whoa, I see this, I accept this. It's understanding that this is where we don't love ourselves. It's our, what you might call shadow wounded self. When we accept that and we love that, that is when the light comes in and the shadow is released. Spiritual growth, of course, is about seeing it, which is taken out of our unconscious, subconscious mind and being shown it in our conscious mind, and then going, oh, right, I didn't realize that I had that behavior. Oh, right, okay. It's as simple as that. Right. Now I'm aware of that. Every time I see that behavior myself, I can go, I accept that. I love that. And then I can move forward and heal. It's about acceptance, the angels say. Acceptance is the key. This is where we start to unconditionally love ourselves. And as we're doing that, and we're forgiving ourselves. Because really what we're doing is forgiving ourselves. That wounded inner child who's been through all the trauma and the pain, whatever we've had in our life, wherever somebody else hasn't loved us or we haven't loved ourselves, is subconsciously, of course, in our mind, playing out in this life, other lives. But the key is to accepting it and loving it, not ignoring it. Fundamentally, when we push more and stuff down within us and we don't look at it, we ignore it. It's like ignoring a baby. It's going to cry more. So in other words, our pain, our trauma in us, the more we ignore it, the more it's going to be crying out to be loved and come out in sadness, guilt, anger, frustration.